Welcome to the DJ Motorsport channel, where we show highlights from our races for Gran Turismo 7. Hello, and as you can see we're on a new one. We are on the School Run Cup. This is a Nissan Qashqai tied to CHR and the Lamborghini Urus. As you see Ryan there in the Lambo getting a jump start one. Away we go. We're at Tokyo Expressway. I think it's east, and obviously you've got to use each of these cars that I just mentioned once. So there's 3 tracks, so you've got to pick. So obviously, as we can see here, Matty, Dave Speed, Robbie, Pants and Ryan have all used the Lamborghini. So the top 5 are in the Lamborghini and are probably going to whiz off. And the rest of the field are going to roll. Did Matty get pushed then? I'm not too sure. I don't think he did. Let's just have a little look. No, he didn't get pushed. Just a bit too eager. I think he might have got away with that though. So yes, anyway, so use one car once, that's all it's about. So these top 5 have decided to use the Lamborghini in the first race, which is absolutely fine. And obviously that means they now cannot use that car for the further 2 races. So it might be 5 different people who use the Lamborghini next week at the different track, and they'll be then obviously faster. One of the key differences, first championship of 2026, and one of the changes we've made is the fact that damage is now on heavy. So that people new to the game, that means the damage will not fix itself. So on the bottom left there, we've got a gauge that shows you the 4 tyres, and there's like an imprint of the car in grey, and if you get damage it will flash red, and you will have to go to the pits to fix it. And if you and there's a time factor on that as well, so certain bits cost a certain amount of time, you know, like aeros, like 5 seconds I think, and you get split of damage as well. Now in these cars it won't be too much of an issue, but if we're in a racing car or a group 3 or 4, you will find that a front splitter damage may be sort of 10-20 mile an hour down the straight. As we see, we're on board with Nitro Nige. Now he had front damage because it was flashing. He had front splitter and it looked like wheel bearing. Also looks like Fizzgig's got damage as well. He's got front bumper and front wheel. So like I say, in the slow cars it's not too terrible. You will lose some time, but it's not too terrible. But in fast cars it can be race changing. And obviously it can as well, because if you blow an engine or something, then it slows you down to 50 mile an hour. So anyway, there you go. They're the rules for this little School Run Cup. Obviously we're going to expect the top 5 in the Lamborghinis to win this race, because they're far superior. Then you've got the middle car, which is like the Nissan Qashqai, and then the Toyota CHR, which will be last. So you'll have the Lambos at the front, the Qashqai is probably in the middle, the guys that are using them, and then the CHRs at the back. These won't be too long videos, these ones. It is a free race championship, but they won't be too long, because obviously I realise it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's just a nice general one to get us into the new year. We always try and do a slow cup to get us going, get us into the new year, which is exactly what this is for. So I get it's not everybody's cup of tea, but hopefully there's some enjoyment as we see Dave Speed and Robbie going for, looks like a drag race down the old start there. It obviously can rain at Tokyo, but we are, as these are road cars, we are on comfort tyres. So if it rains, you won't have to stop for tyres, because you've got tread in them anyway. So if it does rain, it's not going to be an issue. There's Dave Speed and Rob there sort of fighting out, and then you've got Pants and Ryan and Matty. So you've got sort of two groups here. You've got 2 fighting at the front, and then there's 3 Lambos there fighting in the middle. This sequence we're coming into now, it's just a bit tricky because you're on comfort tyres, so you haven't necessarily got the grip. These cars are very heavy, And what you don't want to do is hit the barriers, because that's where you get your damage from. As you see, we're on board with Pansy, doesn't have any damage. So Ryan's going up the inside. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Is Matty going to have a look? I don't think he is. So Ryan's on the move there after his jump start, which obviously slowed him down. I think most people are on the comfort soft tyre, so there's not going to be a much difference with that. This really is going to be a funny one, because, like I say, you've sort of got three races going on here. You've got the leaders in the Lambo, you'll have whoever's in the middle, cash guy, and the people in the titles at the back, and you're going to have that for each 3 races. Sometimes they can be really good when we've done them in the past. Sometimes they can be a bit boring if you get separated, especially on a long track like this. If you get separated from the pack, then it can be quite boring, because you're just sort of in the middle of nowhere sort of thing, which obviously isn't great, but we'll see how we go. You know, it's one of those. The next championship coming up after that, if we just go to that quickly, is what we've got, the Alfa Romeo Cup, and really looking forward to that. It's 6 weeks. We've got we start off in the Alfa Mito, which is a small little road car, so that's going to be a little fun. Then we go on to the Alfa Group 4 155 2.5 litre V6 96 94, whatever it is, which was a touring car. Absolutely legend of a car. And we've got where we're going for that, Catalonia and Sardinia, so that's going to be amazing. And then we finish the championship off with the Alfa 4C Group 3 at Maggiore, Full Course and Monza. So yes, very much looking forward to that. Everyone's in the same car on that one, so I expect that to be very close. I think people will put in some time practicing on there, so you might find that it's going to be a bit of a hectic one, that one. Anyway, back to this race. Like I said, we're not going to go on too long. Where are we? On lap 2. These are very long laps here. Were they 220, 225, something like that? So very, very long laps. And as you can see, certain people are spread out. If you look on the display map on the top right, the blue arrows are where everybody is. I think there you can see exactly what I was talking about earlier. These groups, you know, you've got your front group in the Lambo, the middle group in the Cash, right? And the Toyota bringing it up the rear. So we're going to skip on now, and let's see who wins this. It's obviously going to be a Lamborghini. It's just a question of which one. So we're on the, we skipped to the final lap. And there is Ryan indeed, crossing the line. Well done to him. Good win there. Who's in second place? It's Dave Speed. Well done to you, Dave. Well deserved. And Robbie there in third. Well done to him. Thanks for watching as always. Hit the like if you liked it. And we'll see you next week.